Life Hacks Beyond Convention with Dee and Sonia.
You know how you'd be looking at granny squares and crocheting,
Yeah,
and we've talked about it on here.
yeah.
The number of granny square things that are coming up in my Facebook feeder is hysterical. And I don't stop and look, but I just go, oh, there's another one, and watch how they do a short of, because they're really creative. One had little animal faces on them all,
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, look.
Yeah,
And
some of
I'm
them.
not going to crochet, but it's because we've talked about
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Pretty cute. Well,
yeah.
I've got this bee in my bonnet that I want to make dolls' clothes. What am I going to make dolls' clothes for?
Why
I don't
not?
know. Other than
Yeah.
I've always wanted to make dolls' clothes, so I
Hmm.
probably
There
will.
may be a market out there, but if there's not a market, video yourself. Maybe somebody else wants to make dolls' clothes and doesn't know how.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Well, the other thing I'm doing at the moment, so this was one of my other op shop things I'll show. So I'm in the middle of making myself a hoodie. Okay.
Oh,
So, um, now this is my draft hood because I'm trying to get the right
oh
size. So
yes.
I've got my pins there. So this is only as far as I've got. So I've done my
Oh,
um
yeah.
this is going to be the hood, but like I said, this is just my draft pattern at the moment. So
Yep.
what I'm going to do is on one side of my hood, I'm going to have, this was
Oh,
the scarf that
the,
I got for $1 at the
oh
auction.
yes.
So that'll be the inside
Wow.
of my hood, and then the outside of the hood will just be the navy blue
Same plain one. Oh,
piece.
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So,
that, I mean, obviously I bought new fabric for
mm,
the hoodie, but
yep.
to line it, $1 for
Yeah.
that. And it's a cashmere.
Oh,
So
wow.
that'll be nice
That's
and warm on my,
nice.
I know. Exactly.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
I bought that one a few weeks ago. I just saw it because I don't really wear scarves. I don't know why. I'm
Right.
just not a scarf person. But I thought, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Mm,
Six is quite
mm.
low.
Yes,
Um,
yeah. I wear V-necks mostly. Yeah.
I
And
do
I
have
have,
some that are higher because it gets so cold
mm,
here. So I have got,
yes,
but if they're higher, they have to be loose. Do you know what I mean? I don't
yes,
like them
yeah.
high and tight.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very much that way. And I've got friends who wear them, and I have had to put a beanie on and wear a scarf and a big coat once over at the horses because it was gale force, cold, wet winds. But yeah, by the time at the end of the day, I was like, get it off me. So
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
that
Well, I'm
checked
a bit the same,
material
but I
is
love
beautiful.
hats though. Like
Yeah,
I wear a lot of hats. I nearly wore a
yeah,
hat today, actually, but then I thought I'm inside. But it's been so cold, I wanted to wear hats.
yeah,
So that's another
yeah.
frugality tip.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have to
and think
find things
outside the
already
box.
done. Yeah. Well, I don't sew, and a lot of younger people probably don't sew. Yeah. So I'd have to
Mm.
find pretty well ready made. But then again, I guess my thinking too is because I don't do those things, I would go and buy work style clothes every day at home, not going out clothes, and save my money for the good stuff. So,
Mm.
because I really, yeah, I don't care how I look at home because no one's
Mm.
looking at me. Um,
Mm.
yeah.
What I find is a lot of the plus size clothing
Mm,
is makes the assumption that obviously because I'm a woman
mm.
and because I'm plus size, they must think I got nice big boobs.
Boobs, yeah.
And so what happens is I'll get these tops that end up being so big across here and through there
Mm.
to be big enough to actually get over my hips.
Ah,
And so
yes.
by making it, it means that I can make him a bit smaller across my shoulders and
Yep.
around my chest.
Yes.
Well, still, yeah. Whereas a lot of
Mm.
the store bought stuff, it just ends up being uncomfortable.
Mm.
Just don't
Yes.
quite fit right.
Yeah.
And you end up with the darts. You know how they have darts for your boobs? Like they'll be down at my
Yeah.
belly button or something. And I thought, well, I know they sag, but they don't sag quite that
Yeah.
low.
My mother and I used to buy men's jumpers and men's shirts because our problem was we've got long arms. And
Yeah.
so we'd buy a ladies' thing and it would be here.
Mm.
And three-quarter sleeves might be in vogue at some point. But yeah, if you want a work blouse, if you're waitressing or something, you have to have it full length. And we just bought men's. So,
Mm.
and
Mm.
sometimes I think she used to put darts in the back so that it had a bit of
Yeah.
shape. But
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
well, that's it, isn't it? If you like sewing, it's. I mean, if you
Mm,
don't like sewing, you don't like sewing. Like, but
mm.
if you do like it, it does mean you can make things a little more customized to your own
Yes.
shape. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I've got family members. Oh, I guess my sister-in-law probably doesn't sew anymore. She's um yeah, that much older and unable to get around the place. But she used to make a lot of clothes for my child, which was amazing. Um, yeah, and mum sewed for decades. Like she made our underpants because they couldn't afford to buy the store-bought ones.
Mm.
They were awful, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. And especially
And
now
some of
with the
the
overlockers,
machines
you
these
can,
days,
yeah, the machinery, yeah, they're
some of
expensive.
the overlockers and that, they just work so well and make your clothes
Yes,
so professional if you know how to
yeah,
use it.
yeah. I don't sew buttons on. I'm a bit domestically challenged.
Mm.
Well, that's my excuse.
Yeah,
But
I quite enjoy doing stuff like that.
that
Like
stuff,
a lot
yeah,
of